I was like so mad.
Yeah,
like
can we talk about that for a second?
I first saw him, yeah, I kind of already started talking about everything, but
it's okay.
Yeah, he showed up to my game. My mom had no idea until he was like there, and I think she got a call or something. But they were in the suite field side, and I again going in my rookie year, going into a quarterfinal. Like I'm already shitting my pants as it is. Like I'm like stressed. Like oh my gosh, like we have to win. We go. I'm playing. I think it's like halfway through the first half. Hear it, and like his voice to me is like. Ding! So I hear him go, let's go, Rodman, let's go, Trinity. And I'm like, oh my fucking gosh. Like, there's no way this is happening right now. Mind you, I've seen him or talked to him in months. So I hear it and I'm like, I'm playing a game, not like throw in nothing. Like, I'm playing a game and I hear I'm running. I'm like, oh my.
Hey, y'all, welcome back to the Nosy Goddess, honey. And we are all up in these people's business, right? Now, this is Trinity Rodman, and she is blasting her father, or she say that ain't her dad, honey, but this is her father, Dennis Rodman. Now, if you're old enough to remember, he was a star in his time while playing in the NBA from 1986 to 2006. He played for the Pistons, the Spurs, more notably for the Bulls with Michael Jordan. He also played for the Lakers and the Mavericks. I mean, this guy made a huge career. And not only that, he showed off different hairstyles, very alternative. People call this cross-dressing, but this is how he used to roll, honey. He was always in the newspapers at the time. It was newspapers and gossip magazines, but he dated women like Madonna. Always doing something in the news. But here we are, fast forward to today, almost 20 years later, and his daughter, she in her own right is a sports star. She's a soccer star. She has a lot of accolades behind her name. Now, her full name is Trinity Rain Moyer Rodman, and she is a U.S. national team and Washington Spirit forward in the National Women's Soccer League. She was born in Newport Beach, California, and she started playing soccer at the age of 4. In 2021, the NWSL draft, the Washington Spirit selected her 2nd overall. And that year, she was named NWSL Rookie of the Year and U.S. Soccer Young Female Player of the Year. She's done pretty good for herself, despite the fact that she seems very still angry and even triggered when talking about her dad. But let's let her finish ranting, honey. I'm all about it. Get it out, girl.
So I'm still playing and I'm like, there's no way. I'm like chasing the ball down, trying to figure out a goal kick happens, right? I'm defending a goal kick. And I'm like in my stance kind of, and I look back and I'm like, what the fuck? I look straight and I like start crying on the field. So I'm trying to play the soccer game and I'm crying. And I don't know if we got a water break. I think there was like an injury or a water break. Because we go into the huddle and I go to Ashley Sanchez, which is like one of my best friends. Go to her in the huddle while our coach is trying to give us direction of like what's working, what's not working. Because like we were playing horrible the first half. I'm looking at Ash. I'm crying. No one knows what the fuck's going on. I'm looking at Ash and I'm like, dude, my dad's here. And she knew immediately. She was like, oh, fuck. She gave me a hug. She was like, it's okay. Let's just finish this half. Like, we'll talk in the locker room at halftime. Just finish this half. Don't think about it. I was like, sure. Let me just forget.
Yeah. Classic.
Easy advice. So yeah, finish that half and then cry my eyes out in the locker room at halftime. And my coach was like, do you want to play? And I was like, yeah, I want to win. Hello? I'm like, he is not going to take me from winning this either, but you. So yeah, we finished the game.
Were you able to like play well?
Yeah. So I took the shot, ricocheted back, and Hatch scored it for us to win.
Yeah, you
Again,
did.
Awesome. And then after the game, when we were winning, there's that part in your head where like the whistle's gonna blow, and all I was thinking was like, oh my god, I'm gonna see him, I'm gonna talk to him, like what's gonna happen? The whistle blew, and I was so like mad. I was like, you took this happy moment from me. Like you fucked with my head again. And he did it so many times, and I don't even know. No, I think he knows what he does. But when the game ended, I was so angry. I was happy we won, but I was just like, And then I started getting mad at my mom because I was like, she had to have known. Why didn't she tell me, like, all this stuff? And then I walk over, and again, there's cameras everywhere. Dennis Rodman's at the game, blah, blah, blah. And I walk over there, and all I did was cry. I was like, I'm walking over there so mad, like, fuck you. I walk over there, he grabs my head, and I just start bawling into his arms as if, like, it's a daddy-daughter, like. And I'm just like, this is the first game you come to, quarterfinal, you missed the entire season, haven't seen my games in 3, 4, 5 years. And I'm just like bawling. I cried, and then I was super happy. I was like, let's take the positive of it. He's here. Like, that's more than I can ask. So then we go into like this friends and family. We're like talking, whatever. He's asking me how everything's going. It's like, honestly, like a pretty wholesome thing. Like, oh my gosh, imagine. So we're just like talking, catching up, and then I don't remember how it was left. I think I just went home because I had training the next day. And we just kind of left it at that. And he was just like, I want to see you soon. I'm in DC, whatever. And I was like, okay. And then after that, radio silence. I didn't see him for like until this year. I didn't talk to him or see him. Yeah, until I think. No. Yeah, right after the World Cup.
Wait, how many years ago was this?
3.
So
this is 2021.
So that happens in 2021.
And I'm talking to media. I put out this huge post like, we're not perfect. I love my dad. Like, this could be the start of something new. Blah, blah, blah. Like, being super nice about it. Like, just grateful that he even showed up. I'm like, I don't know what it has in store, but that we got to have this. Stupid me for thinking that was going to be some type of like new spark, because that was me every single time. He would come around and I'd be like, okay, here it is again. We're going to start something. He's going to be around. Boom. Months and months and months. This time was years. And I was just like, oh, okay, cool. And so then it's like after that, then it's media outlets asking about the post, asking about him being there. So I'm like super positive. I'm just like, yeah, like obviously it was really emotional. I'm really happy. Months and months go by. I'm still talking about it on media. And I'm just like, fuck, here we go again. So then it was just like, I think after that was when I lost hope. Yeah, right after the World Cup, in like ever getting him back. It was just going to be like he's popping in whenever he wants to be in a camera. And even at that game, I don't think it was for me. I think he wanted to have a good conscience and then be like, headline, Dennis Rodman showed up to his daughter's game, an important quarterfinal in her rookie year. And that's exactly what it was.
That's what I was going to say. Like, I went and looked at that Instagram post, and it, like, my heart sunk for you, because obviously, like, I knew somewhat of the conversation we were going to have today, but I had obviously no idea of like the gravity of it. And it's so disheartening, because you're right. Like, you walking over to him in that moment, it was all about the cameras. You couldn't have a normal reaction to be like, where the fuck have you been? And like you saying you're on the field angry, and then you don't get to have a normal moment with your father where a normal person could go up and be like, what the fuck? Instead, it's like everyone smile for the cameras and be happy. And then before we even get to have like a debrief the next day, like
in like ever getting him back, it was just he's gone.
Can you talk to me about like, didn't he like always change his phone numbers?
Yeah, even now, like I don't have his number saved. I think because he had called me like even these past couple weeks. He's been trying to call me, and it was just a Texas number. Didn't know he lived in Texas. So that's news to me. So I'm just thinking it's like spam risk, like all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, they're just like spam calls, like normal. I get those all the time. So I was ignoring it. And then I see like voicemails from it. And I'm like, and then I look and I hear it for a second. I was like, fuck. And I think I heard it for a second because I saw that the voicemail was 40 seconds long. I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. And it's just like a hit or miss day for me. It's like if I want to go through that or not. And I'm just like, no.
Why is he always changing his phone number?
I don't know if it's changing or losing his phones or what, but again, he never has an iPhone. He always has a flip phone, and I honestly think he'll just like trash them and get new ones.
Of him calling you in like in moments throughout your life, and those moments where you're like, sometimes I have the patience, sometimes I don't. Is there any time he like called you that you remember and it like really fucked with you? Whether you were like about to go into a specific event in your life, or you were in a specific situation and he calls and you like completely fucked me up and ruined my day, kind of like the game.
Yeah, I think it fucks me up every single time. Even I think now hearing his voice is like painful because I think it's missing him mixed with he's an alcoholic.
Wow, she's really calling him out. And this is the embrace on the field that she was speaking of. You can see the look on her face. She is pissed. And look at his face, like, oh, my baby. And she pretty much called him out for doing it for the media, making himself feel better about the fact that he had been an absent dad. She even threw her mother a little bit under the bus about being mad at her about not telling her what was going on with him. She called him an alcoholic. I mean, there's a whole lot going on here. But, good for her for getting it off of her chest. She's on this journey for herself. It'd be nice to have her dad there who had his own experience as a professional basketball player and somebody who was in the media all the time. He could totally be somebody who could truly support her during this journey, but she has made it very clear that she don't need him and she can do this all on her own. And if anything, it's going to further motivate her to do as best as she can, even, show him out when it comes to her career. But Trinity Rodman, y'all. Trinity Rodman. We got to try to catch her games and support her. Good for her. And shame on you, Dennis. Shame on you. All right, y'all. That's all I got. Like this video. Subscribe if you haven't done so. Leave a comment, too, and let me know what you think about the fact that Miss Trinity put her father on straight blast, okay? Put her father on blast. Call her daddy. Yeah, it's called. And the host is Alex Cooper. And yeah, Trinity is an Olympian, okay? She has won a gold medal. She is not anyone to be played with. So put some respect on her name. And I'm talking to you, Dennis Rodman. Get it together. All right, y'all. Like, share, subscribe. Till next time. Bye.